Hey folks, you know it's serious when I actually dress up for you guys. So today the GoPro Hero 13 and the new entry-level GoPro may have leaked, so therefore we're going to take a look at these latest leaks and decide whether or not these are actual genuine leaks. So let's sit back, relax and enjoy. This is DemonView. Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. I do appreciate you tuning in, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at these brand new leaks that just came out about the GoPro Hero 13 as well as the new entry-level GoPro camera. Now these leaks came from a tech website based in India, and you know that's not one of the usual sources of the leaks that I quote, but in this case they are pretty authentic looking leaks and not just some kind of rendered leak like we've seen before coming from other sites. So without further delay, let's take a look at what the GoPro Hero 13 Black is offering. So here's the first image that we have of the GoPro Hero 13 Black, and as you can see, yes, it's got a nice big 13 written on the side of it. Doesn't look very photoshopped. What's interesting though is this big lens. Now there is an explanation for this, but one of the things we see here is that it still does have that microphone drain port cover. In fact, this looks very similar to the GoPro Hero 11/12. What is different is this big lens that's here, and if you look at that word there, macro. Yeah, apparently GoPro have a 3x macro lens that's going to be available for the GoPro Hero 13 Black, and I think that's an interesting thing indeed, because that could indicate that the sensor is still the same size. It's not a 1-inch sensor, but having these multiple lenses kind of as a step forward, I reckon the 14 might actually have like a vlog lens if it uses a 1-inch sensor. But let's take a look at the next photo. Okay, so here's our next photo here, and if we zoom in, you can see that that macro lens is still attached to it there. It's still got the front screen on it, and as you can see, he's setting this up to take a picture of a bicycle tire pretty close. You can see he's probably focusing on the spokes here, so yeah, I think that's a genuine kind of thing that's happening there. And here we have the Hero 13 in all its glory here at the back of it, and again you can see that that lens is attached there, and I'm not too sure. I mean, because these are kind of like the photos that leaked, we're not seeing a lot of detail here, but we can see that it's a fairly sizable camera. But overall, it's kind of not really changed, but we'll get around to some of that in a minute and take a look at a little photo here. And this here is found interesting. This one right up here is supposed to be the GoPro Hero entry-level camera. And we have a better close-up of that for you later on. But these are the accessories here for the GoPro Hero 13. Now, as you can see, it's got its own floating mount. It's got this like silicone protective sleeve as well. It's got these cutouts here, and that would seem to go for all the different lenses. Here's the ultra wide lens. We seem to have dropped the max lens mod, and we have wide lens or ultra wide written there instead, which is 177 degrees, I believe. And like I said, the macro lens is 3x. However, look down here at these two lads. These are interesting. You may notice these are magnetic clips, and what is the camera mount will actually line up with the bottom of the camera magnetically, scooch right in, and then these two clips will basically hold that camera securely. Now, what does this mean? This is actually kind of interesting. It means that if you're using a GoPro with a media mod, you're not going to have to worry about like trying to unscrew the thing, fold the fingers back in, that type of thing. You would just unclip that from the bottom of the camera, open the media mod, take it out. Much faster, much better to do. They didn't have to change any of the design, so yeah, you still have the same media mod, it looks like, and that there, that little piece of plastic, that would actually fit up into the 1/4-inch thread that you would see for tripods. And then this is just a quick release on a ball mount, so yeah, using the exact same thing. So I think that is pretty interesting. It kind of does speak to the fact that the GoPro Hero 13 might just be another kind of firmware update to the Hero 12. Unfortunately, I would imagine they probably enabled you know, high quality Bluetooth audio in it, but no words on what the frame rates, the resolution's going to be, no word on if they bring back the GPS or not. But I do want to show you basically one of the previous pictures. I want to see if you notice this. Let's go back here real quick. If we look at this picture here, where standing the front of the camera, you will notice this. This is where you usually had that little 9 holes in the front of the camera where the front mic was. but this looks like it's utilizing a slightly different design here. And that would seem to me to indicate that they actually want a bit more airflow here possibly, so this would help with cooling, especially if these are going to be folded up when using that magnetic release clip. In fact, you can just see the gaps there where that release clip would actually fit in. So it still has the folding fingers underneath. You would actually use the magnetic clip probably as an extra way to secure the camera. But yeah, I thought that was interesting, the different design there. So those are the only leaks about the GoPro Hero 13. We don't have any of the specs right now, but now let's take a look at the entry-level GoPro, and we do know a little bit more about that. So GoPro did say it would be a brand new form factor, something that would make current users and new users go wow. Is it? I don't really find myself going wow over it, to tell you the truth. Let's take a look, and here it is. As you can see, it kind of just looks like a GoPro Mini more than anything else. As you can see, it's got these fins down the front of it, which I don't really understand because, like I said before, if that's like soft silicon skin, those fins won't do anything for heat dissipation. It could be that this surrounding area is a soft silicon, this could be metal, so maybe it will. It is going to be capped out at 4K. 4K resolution is all it's going to support, but for $199, that's not bad. So it could offer better frame rates, but yeah, the max resolution apparently is capped out at 4K. And let's take a look. This is the accessories that you're going to get with it. So thumb screw, quick release buckle, and the actual quick release mount itself, probably sticky mount underneath. And yeah, it's got the fingers underneath. What I did find interesting, if you look at this picture here, it doesn't have the camera, the 1/4 inch thread there under the bottom of it. So you might be able to swap these out for Hero 12 fingers with that hole in it, but who knows. And obviously not compatible with that quick release. But overall, that's what the Hero 13, or sorry, the entry-level Hero is going to be like. And as you can see, they kind of borrow the Bluetooth information button from it there, from the current GoPro Mini. It does have a color screen on the back, so that what says to me it will actually support photo modes. That's something that the Mini didn't. But the unfortunate thing is, like the GoPro Hero 11 Mini, this apparently does have a built-in battery, which is not something I'm very pleased with. The built-in battery, as you know, with the GoPro Hero 11, a lot of people had problems with the battery charging, the camera just failing. And I'm very surprised that GoPro went down the exact same route for this. A removable battery is so much better. When your camera dies, you just take the battery out, pop a new battery in, you're ready to start filming again. With this though, it's going to be a case of if your camera runs out of battery, you're going to have to plug it in, charge, and then basically sit in your ass while that camera charges. However, I would expect it to have maybe support for something like the GoPro Volta, so maybe you can actually film as you go on, but a lot of people, they found that the camera wouldn't charge while they were using it, so who the hell knows. It does save me a bit of money because I probably will not be buying this camera, or should be pointing this way, this camera, to be testing it. I just don't see the point. But yeah, those are the latest leaks, and unfortunately we don't really have any other capability information other than it's going to be a 4K camera with a built-in battery. But let's see what else. Oh, one more thing. The suggested release date for all of this is going to be September 16th. So that's the target date you're going to have to hold on to. So according to what I just saw, September 16th is a Monday. That would be unusual. Whether or not GoPro is going to actually meet that date, who knows? Because it's so far away, there could be delays. But apparently some people have been beta testing this already, and they are kind of saying, yeah, this is actually real. So there you have it, folks, the latest leaks from GoPro. Hopefully you found this interesting. If you do, make sure you give this an thumbs up, hit subscribe, and hey, when I find out something more, I will let you know. So until next time, cheerio. So people have asked me, why do I like making these videos? The fact is, I really enjoy helping troubleshoot people with issues they have with their cameras. I also enjoy doing reviews to help you decide whether or not a product is worth purchasing if it will suit you for your needs. Now, this does get pretty expensive and tiring, so if you want to help out with this channel, use the Buy Me a Coffee link down below. You can buy me a coffee, keep me caffeinated, I will keep me awake long enough to make these videos and hopefully include better jokes, and you can just use it as an excuse to say hi or thanks for these videos. So hey, buy me a coffee, keep me awake.